Welcome to the Pastor Mike's Son podcast show. I'm your host, Terrance Clark, and I have a special guest with us tonight. He's dropping stuff already.
All right. Starting already.
Already. Special guest, longtime friend, known this guy since I was 13 years old, multi-talented musician, rapper, dancer,
Who'd have thunk
mental health advisor slash teacher. He does everything. We put it like that. He does everything. My main man, my 100 grand, Mr. Aaron Hill.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get a little cheer for you tonight.
Hey.
All right, so Aaron, give us a little, background on who you are and what do you do, and we'll go through some things throughout the night, and we'll talk about our childhood and how we've grown up with each other and expand into our own things. But the ultimate topic that we're going to be talking about tonight is men's mental health. This guy, he's leading the way in doing things unconventionally. He's starting a new path, a new wave. And I'm excited to talk about it tonight. So once again, welcome, Aaron. And so tell us about about yourself.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
T. Clark. It's good to be here, man. Grateful to be here with you.
Yes, sir.
Aaron Hill, Baltimore bred, born and raised on the playground. That's where I spent most of my days, literally. Johnson Square, East Baltimore. Yeah. I'm 43, 23-year full-time musician, pianist, producer, engineer. And then, like you said, I became a mindfulness and meditation teacher, stretching and flexibility coach, and I'm a mental health advocate. And I consider myself a healing artist. I'm a father. And I'm just a person that just desires to help people with all that I have.
Right.
For as long as I have it.
And he's silly as hell too. You may not show it now, but this guy used to get me in trouble all throughout middle school. Matter of fact, we got each other in trouble all through middle school.
Silly. At this point, it's so cool because in my studies now, silliness is the best therapy.
It is. It is.
Just being I tell people I'm a part-time serious person, full-time fool for sure. That's what's gonna make this cool.
Between Bill, you, and myself. Oh my gosh, that is a bad. All three of us in one room, especially in the classroom with the teacher. Man, I want to apologize to all the teachers that had to deal with us while we were here, while we were in the class.
Right. We feel your pain.
Yeah, we definitely feel your pain.
We are you now.
Exactly. So let's start from the beginning. Man. So you tell this story better than I do. So you go ahead and get started on the story, and then I'll fill in and the gaps of how we met and how we joined forces musically,
right?
And to where you at now. So
it all started. It's funny because when we were talking about this the other day, I started from Woodlawn Middle, but I forgot Woodmore Elementary, right? No. You went. Where'd you go?
I did. I went to Woodlawn.
You went to Woodmore?
Yeah. You went to Woodmore? I
went to Woodmore. I came in Woodmore in 5th grade, like coming into the winter, coming back from the winter break. 1993 to 4, I think it was.
I mean, 93 in elementary school?
Well,
no, that was middle school, right?
So this showing age, right?
Yeah, that's middle school.
So middle school, let's see, we got to Milford 96, 97. So that would have been the tail end of 93, 94. 94.
Oh, you did say 5th grade. That's right. You did say,
it was the tail end.
Yeah.
I came in right at the end. Had Miss Crimson.
Do you even remember the teacher? I don't even. Only teacher I remember from elementary school at Woodmore Elementary is Miss Johnson. She wasn't even my teacher. That was my sister's teacher.
Gotcha.
Only reason I knew because she didn't like me. Because I used to interrupt her class all the time trying to talk to my sister.
So yeah, so that takes us to Woodlawn Middle. Woodlawn Middle is where we went to school together.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe we had seen each other through those years, like probably around the neighborhood. But
Yeah.
8th grade year, at the end of the year, we're walking home from school, and pretty much, your house is maybe a 10-minute distance away, but going in the same direction as mine. Mine is about 5 minutes. So we're walking that way, hanging out. A lot of us in the neighborhood all knew each other. And I had heard that you rap. And I think I came up to you and said something and was telling you that I was like rapping too. And you're like, cool. So what you think about coming to my crib? And,
Right.
I got a keyboard, drum machine, microphone, whatever. Man, we get together and, record.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, cool. But before that, you're like, only thing though, man, it's April. Yeah, that's crazy because I remember the month too. You're like, it's April now. And thing is, I ain't gonna be able to see you till June because I'm on punishment until June.
Oh, I stayed on punishment, man.
Right.
You think I was on home detention?
So I looked at you from there, and I'm like, man, I feel you. And honestly, same thing in my case too, because I'm punished too. It's April. That's why I remember, because I got punished in April. Man, that's a whole nother other right there. Yeah. But that's the craziest. But I was innocent. But but you like, yeah, we can meet up summertime. Like, cool. Graduation. Yeah. So it's funny. We were looking forward to graduation. I remember that too. That's crazy. Yeah. I was looking forward to graduation, not just to graduate, but to connect with you.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was like, man, it's cool. Get together and do some music. So, but before that, like I wind up inviting you over to my place, and I had a stereo record player, one of the ones with the dual cassette. Yeah. And with the record turntable on top. I had one record. And I found out that if you take the little slider and slide it halfway between FM and like the record, you can scratch and hear the radio station. Yep. So DJ Booby, shout out to DJ Booby. He was the start of my musical career.
Right. Yeah. Man, these producers today don't realize how creative we had to be back in the day. Like, all the technology I got, today in making beats, man, man, we would have been geniuses if we had that technology back then. But
go ahead. I feel like we geniuses because of the technology we had. That's the thing. I mean, when you got to stretch your arm from a keyboard, Terrance Clark, a.k.a., reaching across from the dryer, from the wash machine to the dryer, to hit play on the keyboard and hit the sampler at the same time so they're in rhythm, man, you're not only becoming a genius, like you keeping your strength and your flexibility and your mobility up. Like, right. Bro, those times developed so many skills.
Yes, it did, man.
Like you always talk about, having the one take wonders. You had to be a one take wonder. If you didn't get the song in one take, if one person coughed or messed up.
Yep, we used to. Yep. I remember we used to record. It was me, you, Bill, and I remember Ball and Troy tried to rap with us too, and they would try to make us laugh on purpose while we was trying to go through the session, knowing daggone well if we messed up, we got to do the whole song or the whole album over again.
Yo, I forgot
because there's no dubs. You can't. on the cassette tape. So back in that day, we used to record on a cassette tape, right? So and if we didn't have a new clean cassette tape, we used to record over old cassette tapes. We used to put tissue inside the inside the two slots so we can record over the stuff that's already recorded and
Right.
record our music on there. So
Right.
that's what I'm saying, man. You see, y'all don't know about that. Y'all producers don't know nothing about that.
It's a whole nother
So
episode.
we used to record songs. We used to do what, 7, 8 songs in one day because
Yep.
we had to do it one take. Because if you messed up one time,
Right.
you got to start all over again.
All over.
So imagine the concentration and knowing your lyrics,
Right.
and recording correctly into the speaker because we ain't had no mics. Our voice is right straight into the speaker.
So you do the speaker.
So yeah, man. But I didn't mean to cut you. But go
Nah,
ahead.
that was exactly what it is.
Yeah, man.
You
So
know, it was, you know, this whole thing is laced with mental health, men's mental health. We were
hmm
in every step of this way, from us meeting to us recording. I mean, it was therapeutic just to sit there and work with these different variables and figure
hmm
stuff out,
yeah,
and
yeah,
figure out how to actually do these things and
man,
bring about this music from our mind, these
yeah,
ideas, man.
yeah,
Like we
yeah,
got a chance to be fully expressed
hmm
kids,
yeah.
man.
Thanks to our parents for punishing us, so it forced us.
Right.
It forced us to be creatives because we ain't had nothing else to do.
Man, it was the
you know?
greatest thing we could have done for our
Yeah,
childhood and
yeah,
had, like,
man.
to be into music every day after school, no interruptions, and full range.
hmm
I'm grateful for it. Like I tell everybody this, like I've I've studied with Berkeley School of Music.
hmm
I've studied with different community colleges. I had great mentors.
hmm
I mean, and I've studied with a
hmm
lot of different places and people. The education I'm most grateful for is ours, from
Yes.
like that was the start of it,
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
because music is best expressed and experienced
hmm
when you get the opportunity to, as a young musician or as a young creator, to
hmm
experience it in an environment where there's no rights and wrongs, and where you get to be free and you get to be supported in your
hmm
efforts. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it can't replace any other education because you learn yourself. Then after that, when you learn other things like theory, or you study with different people
Right.
and learn different modalities, then you're able to add and superimpose that knowledge on top of self. But like you always still know yourself, so
hmm
it's the best way to progress in
Absolutely.
learning music.
Absolutely. Man,
That was
music.
great.
Yeah, music. It's a way. It's like it's a universal language.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what language, where you from.
Mhm.
Music is just universal. Like you can meet a musician all that lives with, say, all the way in Australia, right?
Mhm.
Y'all come together. You met this person for the first time, and just to say he's he practices his craft. He's a good musician.
Right.
You can get together. You guys can start vibing right then and there
Immediately.
because it's a universal language and it's a vibe. It's a
Yeah.
yeah. It's a yeah. It's an energy that can't be explained sometimes. Like
Yeah.
if you're not a, it's hard to explain if you're not a musician or if you or in music. It's just a vibe and energy that you get when you just vibing out and rocking out,
Yeah.
or shedding. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm
Uh,
gonna say that I don't even know it's that hard to explain, because I
you
think
know,
that's why it's universal.
N- See, there you go. There
Like
you go.
I had a conversation with a friend about this a while back. It's
hmm
like you don't need to understand, like the true definition of understanding music looks like this,
There you go.
and like
hmm
this, and like
hmm
singing, like dancing. Like it's not something that, like, you can explain it in terms, but it's an
hmm
experience. And like
hmm
the majority of the people on the face of this earth, like, have had that experience, and that's the thing that draws them back to it, whether
Yeah.
it be to play it or whether it be to just like take it in.
Right.
Like
Right.
you don't even have to
Yep.
explain it.
Yep.
It's funny. Is it Robert Glasper
hmm
and Bilal has a song.
That's my guy, Bilal.
Yeah,
That's my guy.
he was one of my starts right
Yeah.
there. Our star. Like he has a song called All Matter,
hmm
and one of the lyrics is, "You don't even have to try. All you have to do is realize."
Mm.
Like that's what
mm,
music is.
mm,
That's why it's
mhm,
therapeutic. You don't have to try to get it. All you gotta do is just like be open to it, and then
mhm,
you'll feel it. And chances
mhm.
are, it's played some role in your life anyway.
Yeah,
Like it's either been the song that helped you through,
yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, man.
is deep.
Yeah, like it's important. Like when I get up every day and getting ready to go to work,
Hmm.
like it's important that I need that music before I go into work.
Mm,
I
yeah,
need it. It it
yeah,
it it settles me. It
right,
gets me ready for my day. And just
right,
it's just that energy that it it gets me ready for whatever I know I'm about to face for the day.
right,
So
right, right.
yeah, man, and you know what? And before we go any further, I want to give a shout out to all our mentors
Yeah,
musically that
man.
helped us out. Shout out to Mr. Allen,
Yeah, Mr. Fernando Allen,
our
baby.
music teacher at Milford Mill, and shout out to Milford Mill. We got a what is it
The
the 20
reunion,
reunion, but
25th.
25th reunion coming up next week.
Yeah,
So yeah, man. So we'll be in the building. Also, I want to shout out Maurice Carroll. This
yeah.
guy definitely helped me out.
Oh,
Um, my man DJ Soul, he had definitely helped me out at times.
yeah,
Who else? As far as music, definitely, my pops and my uncle, they definitely helped me musically.
yeah. John and
Yeah,
Paul.
my uncle, he has his own studio, so he's the one that taught me how to, record in the studio. What certain things mean and how to properly, because you, believe it or not, singing in the studio is a skill. It's totally different
Right,
from singing
man.
live,
That is so
and a
true.
lot of people don't realize. So,
Yeah,
absolutely. Oh, go ahead. You about to say something?
yeah. Well, I'll wait
Uh,
till you
Oh no,
finish.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, I'd like to say shout out to Uncle V103. That's what we used to call your Uncle John, Uncle V.
Oh.
Because all his music, it was the greatest thing, and it's crazy.
Mhm,
He was a part of my influences too.
mm,
All of his music sound like it could be right on V103.
mhm. Yep.
Those
Yep.
classic times.
Yep.
Um, yeah, and your dad, and I want to give you a special shout out, man, because really, like, you were my first musical influence, man, and it's so dope. Like, as the years go by, like, I'm
Mhm,
just more and more appreciative of it. You
mhm,
exposed me to music, and a lot of this music I was hearing with my family,
mhm.
cookouts and these kind of
Yeah.
things. But the way you exposed it to me because of what you were doing was in a way of looking at it like chopping it up like a sample.
Mhm,
Making a. I like to tell people that like sampling in hip hop to me is like that kind of art where you take clips out of different magazines,
mhm.
put it all together. Like that's an art in itself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
exposed me to that and to Stevie Wonder.
Mhm.
A lot of Stevie
That's my
Wonder's
guy
music.
right there, Stevie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daryl Coley. You exposed
Mhm.
me to Daryl Coley.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and then whew, this is so cool. So you got
Mhm.
that drum
Yeah.
pattern.
Oh, yep. Yep. Yeah.
Like that was the pattern of that time,
Mhm.
97,
Yeah, man.
96, 95.
Yeah.
But it was you making that and me seeing you and me like experiencing it like one note at a time and put together like that taught me like rhythm. It taught me that rhythm. It taught me a bunch of other rhythms.
Mhm.
Like, so the craziest thing, 3 Sundays ago, right?
Mhm.
I'm getting ready to do my guided meditation at a place in Woodlawn that I do it at on some Sundays called One God, One Thought Center for Better Living, right?
Right.
So I sit down and I'd already started the meditation at the front mic and I was continuing it as I was sitting down
Mhm.
and I'm going to slide into the piano and keep going with it. So I put my foot on the pedal and all of a sudden I hear and I'm like and I made it play into the meditation and all that. But essentially what it was that I was thinking I was pressing the keyboard pedal because that's the
Mhm.
only one that's usually there.
Right.
What happened to be there that day was one of the musicians was using a drum machine, and it happened to be the drum
Right.
machine, your
Right.
drum machine. What was it, the Elise's, right? Was that the first one?
Yeah. It was the Elise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elise. Yep.
So it was. I was like, and so I played. I was like, y'all not
Mhm.
gonna believe this. Like that was the most perfect thing ever because this is the drum machine I started out
Yep.
music on.
Mhm.
So I mean, I learned so much from you. I learned about drums. I learned about tracking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all had the family Casio
Yep.
keyboard 5-track
Yep. 5 track.
sequencer.
Yep.
I learned about sampling. I learned about and then because you were also a vocalist too,
Mm-hmm.
you're a rapper and vocalist and producer. Man, I learned so much from you. And it was like through your like through your experimentation, through you
Mm-hmm.
learning and growing, I got a chance to be right there.
Yeah,
And it was the
man.
greatest education for
Yeah,
me,
because
bro.
I was definitely learning too, brother.
Right.
That's
Right.
I was,
It's the
I
greatest
was,
part.
yeah, I was testing the waters out. I was, let me experiment with this. Let me experiment with
Right.
that. So yeah,
You know,
yeah. So,
I say hip hop has a no sound left behind,
mm-hmm,
like unspoken like rule or,
mm-hmm,
flow. And it's actually one of my greatest lessons in music because what it does is it made me approach every other style that I play
mm-hmm.
where there's nothing I would throw away. Like everything I hear as like it has a place. It might not be in this song or this place,
Right.
but there's some place where that's the perfect thing where that thin sounding sound where you
Mm-hmm.
need a big thick sound is not right for this, but over there. And to me, hip hop taught us that.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Hip
Deep.
hop taught my first album that I ever bought was Tikal Method Man.
Wow. Wow.
That was my influence when I was growing up.
Ooh.
The Tikal.
Dope, man.
Tikal. What's that? Give me
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man.
man. So yeah,
No wonder
yeah.
you were coming from where you were coming
Mm-hmm.
from. Yeah,
Yep.
and you actually really exposed me a lot to Wu Tang. Like, of course, I was
Mm-hmm.
into Wu Tang,
Mm-hmm.
but because that's what your direct
Mm-hmm.
influence was, like,
Yep. Yep. I
so
never. That was in '95, and my mother bought me to Cal for Christmas. She bought me.
wow.
She
Yeah,
bought
your
me
mom
some.
must have bet that she get the
Yeah.
life
Yeah.
award right, the
Yeah,
life
man.
award right there.
Yeah, man.
Mama Vidal, thank you for that.
Yeah. And then it's crazy. And now let's
Mm.
go into the part where I started acting like I was. I didn't want nobody to touch nothing in the studio. I was
Yeah,
the only person allowed to touch the music
right.
touch the equipment in the studio. And then so at the time, and you know what? And at the time, I was a terrible. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I was a terrible friend back then. I used to cuss everybody out. I didn't let nobody touch the equipment. I used to leave everybody in the basement, and I go upstairs and go to sleep while y'all in the basement because I get mad because y'all want to learn how to play the keyboard, and I'm like, I
Right,
ain't got
right,
time for this.
right.
So, man,
Right.
my apologies, brother. My
Hey man,
apologies, man.
look. It's easy for me to accept it because of the fact that there was a flip. There's always two sides to a
Right,
coin. So when you weren't annoyed,
right.
like you were like, "Yeah, bro, let's
Right,
go,"
right.
you were supportive as all,
Yeah.
man. You were banging out beats. You were, yeah, man. Like
Mm.
it was just you were the conduit for so many things, bro. For so many things, and so yeah,
Yeah.
you all right, bro.
uh, yeah. So, and I know we're talking about the men's mental health, but because music is in us, music
Yeah.
flows through us. So I know we talk a lot about music.
And our experience as friends was an actual experience in young men's mental health. Like we have been healthy men and young
Mm-hmm.
men and
Mm-hmm.
men to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So like,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know,
Yeah.
we've been there for each other.
Yeah, man.
Trust
Yeah.
has always been there.
Yep.
We've had times we've looked out for each other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
our life and our friendship
Yeah, man.
is literally a demonstration of men's mental
Yeah.
health.
Yeah. We worked at jobs together.
Right.
We.
Illegally.
Yeah. I mean. Oh
Shout
man.
out to the good
Right.
parents who was like, "Look, you 15 to 9 months. I'm
Right.
almost 16." Like, that was the greatest,
Man.
man. We making $10 an hour.
Right.
Today, man, it was
Hmm.
doing, but we were doing legal things.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
doing very legal
Yeah.
things. And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah. But
and then when
because
we
I
were
had
old
to.
enough, we stayed there for a
Right.
little bit more time.
Shout out to what's his name?
Brian and
Yeah,
SP Richards.
Brian SP Richards. Shout out Brian. We're Facebook friends, so
Yeah,
man. Shout out to you, Brian, man, because he looked out for
he
us,
looked
man.
out for us.
What was his partner name? The short guy, Jerry. What was his name? Was it Terry?
I can't. I think it was Terry.
No. He used to call me Terry.
Oh, he used to call you Terry.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
He's Terry.
Oh yeah. Oh wait a minute. You talking about that was in the back with that? Not
Yeah, he used to
Eddie?
watch us.
You're not
The
Eddie.
little short
Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He used to call. Oh my gosh. Terry.
You're right. Yeah, you know what? I should have been fired a long time ago. I never made my quota. and look, I'm finally admitted because I don't work anymore. I used to throw tickets away, Brian. Yeah, I used to throw tickets. Yeah, I used to throw tickets away. I remember one time I got a ticket for I had to get a stack of a book. It's like 5,000 books, notebooks.
I remember
Right.
that.
I was like, oh, not tonight, not today. Slide that joint up under the.
Oh my gosh. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. So then,
Yeah,
Aaron used to always make his quota. Him and Daryl.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, Melvin. Yeah, Melvin used to
Yeah,
work there too. Melvin and who's the other one?
Vernon.
Vernon. That's right,
Yeah,
Vernon.
Melvin,
Vernon. Shout out to you too, Melvin. Melvin and
Yeah.
Vernon. Shout out, fellas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good times, bro. Good times, man. But I know where else we used to work at Sea Pride together too. Yeah, acting stupid and dumb in Sea Pride.
Right.
Back
Thank you, C Pride, for still letting me be there. Cause us be there, cause we were wild.
We were wild, man. We were wild, man.
I think the wildest thing that ever happened was somehow we were outside with the steam pot, the crab steam pot, outside of the building.
How did that happen, man?
But I tell you one thing that, and this is for everybody out there that didn't live those stories. The true deal beyond all of this foolishness was we still did get our job done.
Yeah, we did.
Like,
we did.
That's the thing. Like, we might have been Barnum and Bailey Circus, but like we got our job done though.
Man, you be throwing Daryl be throwing crabs in the back, and then I don't know what I used to. They had me in the back. What I used to, I had to sort the crabs. I think.
Right.
Yeah, but I used to hate closing because we had to clean out those.
The pots.
Yeah, man, that was the worst, man, because that stuff would get in your skin. You had to take a shower for like an hour,
right,
to get that smell out of your skin.
Man, we learned a lot during those times. Yeah, we learned how to be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
I would say one of the things that that I looked at when we were coming out of ninth grade. So you and I on the football team together.
Yeah,
it's another fun and funny chapter.
Yep.
Yeah. And after ninth grade, they did tell me that I had a starting 10th grade sophomore weak linebacker spot if I wanted it. And I think you would have been safety.
Yep, safety.
Man.
Yep.
You were. Yeah. Honestly, bro, that sidebar, like that would have been one of the best places to put you two on defense because you were fast, you were strong. Yeah. And you had good reflexes too. Like you could read stuff from all your basketball days and football and other things. But anyway, football, that was a good time. But what I think about is that the next year I had that spot, but I was like, I could do that or I could start working and start planning my life. At 15.
Same here, right? Same here,
so we were thinking about health and wellness, like even at that time.
Yeah, man. And then I was so determined, man. I saved all my checks and bought my first car, 1981 Toyota Celica, 500,000 miles on it. I lied to you not. 500,000 miles. 500,000. People didn't. I remember one time I went to the emissions get an emissions test for that car, and they couldn't believe it. They was making bets that my car wouldn't pass the emissions test because it had 500,000 miles on it, which is crazy, man.
And that thing got us.
Man, they got us through.
Shout out.
They got us to work every day too.
They got us to work to and fro. The goose.
Yep.
And man, that thing was. We crossed We had a party on the road when we crossed 600,000 miles. I'll
Yep.
never forget it.
Yep.
We were on our way to SP Richards.
Yep. On our way to SP Richards.
We crossed 600,000 miles.
Oh no! Tell them about that day when we flipped off the road.
Yes, sir. It's funny you said that because I was thinking about that earlier. Oh my goodness. We're driving. We're coming up on 695, 95. We're getting off at Jessup. Come around the bend, and Terrance Clark is successfully driving and drinking a soda and eating a hamburger or something like at the same time.
No, it was a honey bun.
That was my honey bun. There you go. I knew it was.
That's the reason why I got this now.
And we go around the bend to get off at the exit, and it's like it didn't quite rain hard, but it was like just a light enough mist for the ground to just be a little wet. Man, we come around that bend. All of a sudden, cars start drifting. We going right. We fishtailing. We go off the side of the road, down the hill, and all the way down at the bottom of this hill. And we're looking up from the bottom of this ditch. At least about 300-400 feet off the road. And Terrance, with soda and honey bun still in hand, goes, "Man, I know what happened. That person behind me, he hit us, man." I said, "Bro, ain't nobody hit us, bro."
I was trying to justify so much, man. I knew my tires was bald. Right?
Tires bald. And my man was having a meal drink. And it was funny is, we're kids, so I'm not even thinking anything of it, If you fast forward now, I'd be like, "Bruh,
we could have died.
Bruh, for real? Look, pick one, bro. You either eat, pull over, or drive."
But it's funny though, because
oh my God,
when we slid down, right, and we stopped, we both looked at each other and we started busting out laughing. When it was not a time to start busting out laughing.
That is so true.
That was a perfect time for you to cuss me out, and I would have accepted it because I put both our life in danger that
day. Look, and that wasn't the only day.
Yeah,
right. But what you just said though is something so crucial. We laugh. We always find a reason, a way to laugh. Always, and that is mental health and wellness.
Yeah, man.
Like humor is the number one way of coping with life, dealing with stress, maintaining your blood pressure, your heart rate. Like literally laugh as much as you can.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. And this is a perfect moment to segue into men's mental health, because one of the main reasons I wanted to do this podcast, because I wanted men to have a safe space to express themselves, to talk about what they go through, how they navigate through the situations. Because men are taught, when they're young, from till they get older, you got to be tough. You can't cry. You can't show your emotions. You can't. You just got to take it.
Yeah.
And that's not healthy at all. So I want this podcast to be a safe space for men to talk and express themselves. So that is my goal for this podcast, and for it to reach the men that don't have that safe space to, come on this show and speak their piece and express themselves. And I've learned, because when I was younger, I used to hold everything in, and to the point it was unhealthy. Definitely unhealthy for me to do that.
Yeah.
And as I got older, I learned, it's okay. It's okay to cry.
It is okay.
It's okay to express yourself. It's okay to tell somebody, I didn't like that. Right. I don't feel well right now. And a lot of times when men talk to each other, he's like, "Hey man, what's up? How you doing, brother?" We'll sit there and lie and say we're okay, but really inside we're not. Right. And I want us to stop doing that and just say, "You know what, brother, I'm not okay. I need somebody to talk to."
Right.
So I want to take this time and talk to Aaron about what he's doing now in this program that he's working on, and he just did a show last week on mental health. So, so Aaron, give us a little preview of what the thing that you're doing now and
Yeah.
the project that you did last week.
Yeah. So 2019 was the most stressful time of my life due to things that we all deal with. Financial struggles,
Yeah.
transitions in
Hmm.
family, relationship, moving,
Yeah.
which is never not stressful.
Yeah.
And that manifested itself as something called prostatitis,
Hmm.
which is inflammation of the prostate, causes frequent urination, sleep deprivation, foggy brain. I was even breaking out in hives.
Hmm.
And I went to the urologist. He was like, "Man, you're fine. Come back and see me in a year." I look back at the research that I had first looked up to see what could cause this. And it was like three things. One was that it could be bacterial.
Hmm.
The second was that it could be a STD. I was like, well, I know me and I know my history. Can't be.
Right.
And then the third, when I went back to it, it was like, or it could just be stress.
Hmm.
And that's exactly what it was. So I cured myself of prostatitis in 2 weeks by doing 10 minutes of stretching every day and 10 minutes of meditation every day. The 10 minutes of stretching I got from my chiropractor because I was having some lower and mid back pain. The lower back pain was coming from, you know, being seated a lot, especially at the piano and in the studio, um, age, and then not stretching.
Yeah.
Work out all day, but never stretch. The upper back pain was purely coming from the stress of being in a situation that was stressful and that I didn't want to be in. So, doing those 10 minutes of stretching every morning took away all the symptoms. It cured me
Wow.
completely.
Hmm.
I'm the son of a 36-year retired school teacher. Shout out to mom, Cheryl
Yeah.
Lawson.
Shout out to Miles.
Yeah,
Yeah. Miss Cheryl, you know I love you.
yeah.
Yeah. She let me spend the night a lot of times cooking that chicken and spaghetti.
Chicken and
And
spaghetti. She used to always say, that's
Yeah.
his favorite meal.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah. Chicken and
you
spaghetti.
like your chicken and spaghetti, man. I'm a son of a, she's 36-year retired school teacher. So I grew up in an environment where it was all about education, and I value education like gold. And I also value sharing education with other people. So every day after that, I said 10 minutes of each, but sometimes it would just be 5 minutes of each,
Mhm.
which would then lead me to create a 5 minute formula. Um, so after I would finish those sessions, I would go live on Facebook and I would share my experience and share everything that I learned to help other people. And that turned into a self care journey. At some point, I was like, I want to I want to turn this into something that is just linked right with my career. And the reason why was because my mentor 23 years ago, Dr. Maurice Johnson, he was a music therapist. So I learned music therapy in my piano lessons,
Hmm.
and it was wild.
Hmm.
I wouldn't even realize it, even though I'd been doing,
Yeah.
I had been applying it, but I didn't realize it until 2019. 2019, I'm going through this stressful time. I put myself in school for psychotherapy for the next 5 years, hypnosis, NLP, neuro linguistic programming, psychotherapy, and then I put myself in school for mindfulness and meditation teaching to become a certified coach. And then I put myself in school for stretching and flexibility coaching,
Right.
all so that I could take it from it just being my journey to like helping other people. But I decided the best way to do it was to develop something where I could be accountable to myself. And by being accountable to other people, that would help me to be accountable to
Hmm.
myself.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So
Yeah.
from there, then 5M Soulful Self Care was born.
Hmm.
So 5M Soulful Self Care is where I teach people how to decrease stress, anxiety, grief, depression, and sleep deprivation while increasing their strength, flexibility, and mobility
Hmm.
in just 5 minutes at a time, 5 minute practices. and through 5 M's. And those are music, movement, meditation, mindfulness, and mantras. Mantras are just positive affirmations.
Right.
I launched that in 2019 as a virtual experience. I was doing it on Zoom. And then from there, 2020, pandemic hits. So, we
You're
really
right.
needed then.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Really needed at that point.
Yeah.
So I decided that I was going to keep doing this virtually. And then when outside opened back up, I would take it live and do live workshops. So I took it live. I started doing my own community workshops that was called uh, Self Care Saturdays, 5M Self Care Saturdays. My desire was to create a modern psychotherapy office that really looked like this studio. There's
Wow.
a place you can come in,
Right.
right? You can have a small amount of people or one-on-one sessions. There was a keyboard there.
Mm-hmm.
I do all of my work from behind the piano, playing the piano the entire time, and where people can get healing. We'll meditate. We'll go through some stretching. I use a screen for visualization, movies and videos and that kind
Right.
of thing. Tie it all in. It's a total, all five senses experience.
Mm.
And then I paired it with a bonus M massage. So there's a
Wow.
massage therapist that's there.
Wow.
That massage therapist is doing chair massages all in the same room. And it took off. I did that
Wow.
for 2 years straight every Saturday at One
Wow.
God, One Thought Center for Better Living. Then I brought it to the city and I did it at St. Luke's Church on the Avenue
Mm-hmm.
last summer through June and July. In addition to that, I took it and pitched it to the Baltimore station where they house the veterans. It's a rehab and recovery center for veterans. They put it on their clinical programs for the next 3 years. The longest running program they ever had there.
Wow.
Yeah, they usually have people for 4 and 8 week segments.
Mm.
The first session, they said the men had such a big change and
Mm-hmm.
and they loved it so much. They were like, "We just want to put you on the roster."
Wow. So let me
Yeah,
ask
go
you.
ahead.
So excuse me. Do so do you or do you prefer uh working in a group, or could you do like private sessions if someone
Mhm.
asks, hey, now can I get a private session with you as far as
Yeah,
on that?
yeah. I like them both for
Well,
different reasons.
okay, okay,
Yep, I
okay.
like them both for different reasons. Group sessions, you get the opportunity to not only help and connect with people, but help them to connect with each other, especially when they're in an environment where they're already building and have relationships,
Hmm.
like when they're living
Right.
together in that kind of housing situation. So that's good because you get
Hmm.
to permeate a place with something that becomes a cultural thing and then it affects everybody there. It changes the whole place.
Right.
Then one on one, you get to do deep dives with people and really help them to heal things that go very, very deep. Things that many times only can be healed through therapy or some kind of one on one intervention of some
Right.
sort.
Mm.
Yeah, where
Mm.
they can build with one person. So I like them both for different reasons.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do mostly group sessions,
Hmm.
but like recently, and this was a true honor. Thursday, I got a chance to do my first what I call reclaiming and releasing experience with one person to heal some deep trauma from a traumatic experience that happened in the
Hmm.
past when they were a teenager.
Mm.
Changed everything. One session, one day. From
Mm.
there, then the change continues, and they keep it in effect.
So let me ask you this: so
Hmm.
when you're working with a group, do
Hmm.
you um, do you meet with those people individually to find out what traumas, so you can specifically attack or have a specific strategy
Hmm.
that you use for that specific person, or you just do like a broad overview of what
Yeah,
you learn, and how to you know um, diagnose each person and be
yeah,
effective in the treatment process.
yeah. I work with them all together as a group,
Okay.
specifically because in the rehab and recovery centers where I work, everybody's working with and through the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
their own versions of it. So I don't need to actually know particulars,
Okay.
yeah, to do the deep change work.
Okay.
Um, and I like that because for some people that's the best thing. Like to have somebody to get it with them without them having to constantly live
Yeah. Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So.
Some programs,
Mm-hmm.
if they're helpful,
Mm-hmm.
but at this stage in the game, some of them are just reinforcing
Mm-hmm.
the same traumas over and reigniting them and reinviting them
Yeah.
because people constantly are reliving them. And at some point, that's no longer helpful.
Right.
But you got to know another way to deal with it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's been mostly group. I prefer it that way. And then also, is this another sidebar that even
Mm-hmm.
helping people naturally makes people feel connected to you. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need to help people to not be too attached
Right.
because then they
Yeah.
become codependent on you.
Yeah.
And that's
Absolutely.
not helpful either.
So let me ask this: so how do you, when you deal with a lot of people that have trauma,
Mhm.
and they're looking to you to find some escape and or looking ways to get rid of that trauma,
Right.
how do you navigate or put a wall up to not take on their trauma? Because a lot of
Yeah.
times when you dealing with people
Right.
have trauma, they kind of that that energy
Right.
flows into you because you're dealing with them
Dealing
on
with it.
on an everyday basis, and
Yeah.
and they're giving you their deepest, darkest secrets. So
Yeah.
how do you separate yourself and not take on that trauma?
Establishing boundaries
Yeah,
right
yeah,
away
yeah.
and then checking in with those boundaries as time goes on, always reevaluating them to
Mm-hmm.
see if they're cool, if you need to take some away or add some,
Hmm.
helping people to protect themselves from themselves.
Hmm.
And that you it does take skill and experience to do that
Yeah,
because many people that do this kind of work are naturally empaths.
yeah, yeah.
And while
Hmm.
that's a great thing, like the world full of empaths equals a better world. At the same time, everything that has its pros has its cons, and
Yeah,
for some of us, we don't know how to have put a limit on that or know what our capacity is, so that we're not experiencing empath burnout or compassion fatigue.
right.
So it's it's really that balance of being invested,
Hmm.
but checking yourself to not be overly invested. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll allow people to share with me some personal details, but then when it gets to certain parts, I'll just share with them. I'll divert, and it's interesting because they never know when I'm diverting, but that's
Right,
also part of the skill as
right,
well.
right.
But I'll take them somewhere else.
Hmm.
Now the beautiful thing is with music, that's so easy to
Yeah,
do at any
yep.
given point.
Absolutely,
I can just
absolutely,
start singing to them, and then
absolutely.
that does that. But that's really it.
Yeah.
It's really knowing, being wise about, and knowing how to set
Mhm.
healthy boundaries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and then I want to add this on to it
Hmm.
too. You also, yeah, I learned about myself. I learned this about myself about maybe 5 years ago.
Hmm.
I have a subtle savior complex,
Ooh.
and it just comes from actually having such a good childhood and
Hmm.
actually having
Hmm.
like I want to help everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
So you also have to remember and realize that you actually, at the end of the day, you can't help everybody.
yeah.
You're not
Man,
going to be able
it's
to help everybody.
you know what, Aaron, that is crazy that you say that because um, I work in I work in a nonprofit where I'm a director at a nonprofit
Right,
organization where we our focus is on people that are underserved communities, right?
right,
And I see every day that the people that come in, how they depend on us. They learn to trust us to help them turn their lives around.
Right.
And sometimes I know in the past, sometimes I would take it personal when someone didn't get that job or didn't get that career,
Yeah.
and I felt like it was my fault, And I had to realize you can't help everybody.
Right.
As long as you know that you're doing it from, you know, you know, sincerely, that you love to
Right.
serve, and you're doing it from the heart,
Right.
and you gave your all.
Right.
That's all you can really really just say thank you, and like, you know I appreciate you for allowing you to trust me
Right.
to help you.
Right.
I mean, this is your life.
This is your
Like,
life.
you're trusting me with your life. So I am honored that
Right.
you trust me with helping you change your life around. So
Right.
I've learned that, not take it personal when people, and the outcome is not the outcome they were looking for because of certain situations or certain reasons. So
Or just your capacity.
yeah, yeah,
Because that's the thing. Like,
yeah,
we mental health and wellness, especially as men, we're used to we're naturally born with the instinct to be providers.
yes.
So
So tell that to this new generation. But we'll say that for
well,
another. We'll say that for
well,
another session.
I'll say this. I'll throw a little
Yeah.
piece in it, but that'll lead
Okay.
to the other
Okay.
session.
Hey, real quick,
Yeah.
Miss Producer. Miss Producer. Hey, how are you? Hey, can you take this and Oh, you're gonna use yours? Okay. All right. Sorry, we had to interrupt our producer. It is. She was having a little bit too much fun with her eyes closed. She was get a little
Good
wake
one,
up
man.
call.
Yeah, it's a good
But
one.
go
I
ahead.
feel it. Yeah. So I was gonna say one little drop in that bucket I'll throw in there is
Mhm,
I feel like they have the same trait,
mhm,
but it's just expressed differently. So meaning
mhm.
like you might naturally feel like want to be a provider, right?
Yeah.
And to me that just means going out, doing the damn thing, and bringing home the bacon, like
Hmm.
whatever that means.
Yeah.
It just might be different depending on what time period you're growing up in,
Hmm.
what the opportunities are, or what opportunities you feel are the way to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. Because
Yeah.
whether you're a hustler on the street or you're a
Mhm.
hustler in a suite,
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
you still are on some like I'm trying to grab life by the horns, bring home the bacon, and
Yeah.
like take care of somebody, even if it's starting with myself,
Yeah.
like and then people who I care about. Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think it's just expressed differently. It's expressed in ways like
Hmm.
where it's like, "What are you doing?" Like that's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? What you doing, man?
Right. Right. All right.
Shooting for the similar goals to survive, to thrive, but
Yeah.
like it just looks different with every
Yeah.
generation. Like our
Yeah.
version looked a little strange
Mm,
to our
mm,
ancestors too. Like,
mm,
all
yeah.
right.
What do you say to all the young men out there, today
Yeah,
that struggle with expressing themselves? Because a lot of um, young men, or even older men,
yeah,
um, sometimes the way they express themselves, because they don't know how to express themselves, it comes out as anger.
right,
You know, so what would you say to a young man or
yeah,
older man
right.
to teach them how to express themselves or channel that energy into actually expressing themselves and tell them, that's just a significant other or whoever, their homeboy, their girlfriend, or whoever, that, hey, this is how I'm feeling.
Yeah. So this is that that hip hop MC in me,
Yeah.
right? The
Yep. Hmm.
improvisation, freestyle in the moment. Forward phrases come to mind for me that I think are the most important thing you can tell any man and any person. First thing, you are not alone.
Wow, that's powerful in itself, right there. Because a lot of men think they're on their own. You know? Yeah.
It's the most important thing you can tell any
Yeah.
person. It's like what happens is all of our problems and all of our situations are the same because it's just humanity. It's
Yeah.
just the human life. It's the human condition. But they're also slightly different because they're all fingerprints.
Yeah.
So naturally, because it's a fingerprint, because you know that what you're dealing with is slightly different in some way, shape, or form, because you're you and that person is that person.
All right.
You can't help but feel alone.
Yeah.
So at the same time, you can't help but be helped by somebody telling you you're not alone.
Right.
First,
Right. Right.
like you're not alone is what helps people to not commit suicide.
Man, that's heavy.
You're not alone is what helps people to say, you know what? It's actually worth it to give it a try. I might fail, but I would regret more not trying.
Mm.
I'd rather fail than to regret never trying. You are not alone is the thing that makes people say, you know what? That means if you're experiencing it and you're coming along with it,
Mm.
that means I can too. So that is the most important. It
Yeah.
even makes a person say, it makes a man say, maybe I can get help or try something different than what I've been doing.
Mm.
Because that ain't been quite working if I'm
Yeah.
honest with myself.
Yeah.
You are not alone can make a person just plain be honest with
Mm-hmm.
themselves. So that's the first
Mm-hmm.
thing. That's the first one. And now I have another one too. I don't know if some thoughts come up for you, you know, with that. I'll
So,
pause for you.
so yeah. So, with saying you're not alone, that right there is the first step in breaking down that wall, right? So once that wall comes down, now we can see, oh, I'll use some what do you call it, wordplay like we do in hip hop.
Yeah.
I can see the mold, which is the hurt. I can
Yeah.
see the water damage, which
Yeah.
is the past trauma you had when you were a child, behind that wall, and now you can diagnose and know exactly how to fix that. So definitely, so that's good, man. That's good.
I want every person hearing this podcast
Mm.
to hear my words to you. You are not alone.
You hear that? You hear that? You are not alone. You have a safe space. You are not alone.
We're we're a social species. So
Mm.
we don't thrive or survive just on an island by ourselves. It literally gives us hope
Yeah.
knowing that there's somebody else we can connect to. So that's important
Mm.
to me, and I feel like it's the most important. Then, if I were to throw another one in there, it would be find someone you trust. Now, I know that one is a little bit more tricky, and
Yeah.
I won't say that I probably would come up with some other ones that are like in between the first one I said and that one, but
Mm-hmm.
just for top of the dome for what
Mm.
it's worth. That's helpful because if you at least have one person that you trust,
Mm-hmm.
then you're one step closer to being able to be yourself,
Mm-hmm.
let your hair down. No offense, bro. I was kidding. I just
I like
I couldn't
why you
resist it.
laughing?
I couldn't
You
resist.
know, why you laughing?
I couldn't resist it.
You was over there minding your business all the time. Now you want to mind our business.
That was a good one. Yo. So
Yeah.
you have to have
Mm-hmm.
a safe space. I tell people there's three things that you need. You need to have the most important thing you can have as a person is a place, a person or place where you feel seen,
Mm-hmm.
where you feel safe, and where you feel supported.
Yeah.
If you feel those things, then what happens is then that allows you to then feel like you can open up and trust.
Yeah.
In order for you to trust someone else, you got to first be able to trust yourself sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
or at least trust the process. Like
Yeah.
even if you don't trust yourself, you might have enough faith in someone else to be like, and that's a good thing. So
Mm-hmm.
find someone that you trust because that way you can have at least one person to talk to. That may be a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
It may be just your best friend from childhood who's just not going to add
Mm-hmm.
to your problems or to your
Right.
stress.
So let me because I know people may have this question
Yeah.
or may say this. They may say, "Well, black men don't trust therapists." So
Mm.
who can I go talk to? Who can I trust about? I mean, I don't. I'm not because they think if you go to a therapist, you're crazy, and black people don't like to admit and
Yeah.
and, and
Yeah.
say they have an issue because
Yeah.
we're so resilient and always working things out on our own.
Yeah.
So what would you say to those people that say, well, I'm not going, I don't need to go to a therapist?
If you believe in God and trust that there are resources that may
Hmm.
be here for your benefit that may go beyond your community
Hmm.
or your church or what you are used to or what your family grew up with.
Hmm.
I would say be open to change because change might not come in the same way that you are used to seeing it.
Hmm.
And then the last thing I would say is it doesn't have to be a therapist.
There you go.
Like you may be able to be helped by someone who is just a professional listener and someone who's just not adding to you. It's like sometimes you don't need a person to diagnose you
Yeah.
before you just need somebody to just listen.
Yes.
Like to not even offer
Yes.
solution.
Now,
And it,
right. Just listen. Like that's just for a man have someone just to listen,
just to listen
right? Man,
with no judgment,
man,
with no
yeah.
with no judgment, with no
Hmm.
like critiques, with just I'm here just to hear you.
Yeah.
Now this comes from someone who naturally grew up as a problem solver. You know, um, I had to learn that sometimes even if something comes to mind for me when
Hmm.
someone tells me something like, "Oh, I have an idea that they can
Hmm.
do," sometimes that is not actually helping them or supporting them.
Yes, and I'm guilty of that myself because like I said before, I'm a director at my job, and people come to me all the time, um, and my first instinct is, okay, how can we solve it? Instead of just, I never forget this. One time, I had one of my staff come to me, and they came in, they was frustrated, and my first thing I said out of my mouth, I said, all right, let's figure out how to fix it. They was
Yeah,
like, no,
right.
no, I just wanted you to listen.
Just listen.
Yep, I just wanted you to listen. I was like, oh, you know what? You were absolutely right.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
man. If you told me
Hmm.
20 years ago that people, if you told me 20 years ago
Hmm.
that people didn't just want to immediately get to the solution of what
Hmm.
they were dealing with,
Hmm.
I'd be like, what are you talking about? It wouldn't
Yeah,
have made sense to my brain.
yeah.
But now it does, though, because of even more life experience myself,
Hmm.
even me being in that place where I just need someone to listen. And maybe I'm interested in a solution, but right
Hmm.
now I just need you to feel me.
Yeah.
Like, I just need you to feel me.
Hmm.
Or if you can't feel me, I just need you to not judge me while
Yeah.
I emote, while I just like get it out
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
I don't take this and take it to someone else where I'm not,
Mm.
where it would be counterproductive and it would be harmful to me and to that person
Right.
or express it in some other way.
Hmm.
So men need to have a place. We all need it. But specifically here, speaking to men, you do need to have at least just one person that you can talk to
Hmm.
that can just be a listening ear for you.
Yeah. And you know what? I remember this when we were younger, and I'm not gonna go in detail, but I know when you were younger and you were going through your thing when you were younger,
Yeah,
they used to come and spend the night over my house.
right,
Um, and I used to talk to you like, brother, I love you, man.
right,
Anytime you need me, You can come over here anytime you want.
Right.
You know, you don't even have to ask. You can come over here and you can stay as long as you want.
Yeah.
So
And that was helpful.
yeah, man. Yeah,
That was helpful, and that's
yeah,
all I needed.
yeah.
You know, so those are the two I would say that I think, and there are many other things I would recommend to men. Um, I would say this. I'll throw a bonus just because three is a charm.
Hmm.
So you got you are not alone. Find someone you trust, and then I'll actually throw this one in there, which has already been there, but this is nice tying a bow on it.
Hmm.
Be open
Yes,
to change.
yes, yes, yes.
I'm a Taurus, and
Mm.
I'm a human being. We naturally, one of our best survival traits is adaptation,
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
dealing with something that is uncomfortable because it's familiar,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to dealing with something that may be more comfortable, possibly, or immediately is uncomfortable, but it's different than what
Yeah.
we've been doing. The definition of insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it funny? Because is the definition of insanity, and in some ways, is the definition of the deepest faith. However, at the same time, if you're doing something, I always say you could determine what side it falls on,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's definition of insanity or definition of the deepest faith, by how it makes you feel,
Yes, yes,
how it's making you feel. If you're
yes.
real with yourself, like not
Mm-hmm.
if you're being ideal and being like, but if you're just being absolutely honest, if it's not actually helping you, if it's ruining your day, ruining your mood, ruining your relationships, then it's not helpful to you. So that means that even though you've been doing it over and over and over and over again, if you're honest with yourself, it's been bringing you over and over and over and over again to the same end,
Yes,
which may mean you need to be open to change.
yes. And just to add just a little bit to that, and when you become open to change, it teaches you to not only that, it teaches you to learn new things,
Right.
and you can always grow.
Always grow.
You never want to stay stagnant. Like when you open to change, you grow as a person. You grow emotionally, you grow spiritually, and you grow um, physically. Right.
Right.
Um, for example, like I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because I know that I'm going to grow from that. I'm
Right.
going to grow from each experience that I go through. And I'm going to sometimes I purposely put myself in uncomfortable situations so I can
Situations.
learn from it
Yeah.
and grow from it.
Yeah.
So, and I've learned from doing that I've definitely, it definitely challenges me. It challenges me to be a better person and to
Man.
grow. So, yeah,
That's
man.
it.
Absolutely.
Kudos to you, and
Yeah, man.
kudos to anybody that when you do that, when you do that, pat yourself on the back
Yeah, man.
every single time. Like literally,
Hmm.
pat yourself on the back because you're marking that. You're reminding yourself. You're engaging your whole body and reminding yourself
Hmm.
that you did something that wasn't easy to do,
Hmm.
but was necessary to do. And like you said, I love it. I don't believe in wrong turns in life. I
Yeah.
believe in only new
Yeah.
pathways to your destiny, figuring
Yep.
out new ways to get to where you were
Yep.
already going and destined to
Hmm.
go, or new ways to now you get into something that you had no idea that you would
Hmm.
even be into or would
Hmm.
like or would be for you.
Hmm.
Either way, you can't lose because you're going to learn from that situation
Yes.
something that you're going
Yes.
to use
Yes.
even on your destined journey. You're
Yes.
going to use it.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
one other thing I would say is that I like to say there's two pathways to success. Either stumble upon the thing that is the thing and
Hmm.
is successful for you, or you find all the wrong ways to do something,
Right.
which by process of elimination
Right. Right.
means you're going to be left with
Mm.
the right thing and you're going to have more knowledge. I would say, you could look at cooking two ways.
Hmm.
that you're like successfully cooking, or
Hmm.
you're successfully like you're a professional not get burner, like not get burned, like you know how to not
Right.
get burned,
Right.
you
Right.
know.
Right.
Yeah, there's offense and there's
Hmm.
defense, and both sides are
Hmm.
needed. So you're gonna learn something. Be
Yeah.
open to change.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. That's great. And also with men's mental health, like it's important that we, like you said, it's important that we as men, create these men support groups.
Right.
You know, um, there are a lot of men that I promise you, there are men that are looking for that.
Right.
You know, we just have to, step out and actually do it and do the work.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and I'm actually looking to do that. Actually, I've started that with two other gentlemen at my job, where we right now it's amongst ourselves now,
Mhm.
and then we plan on expanding out, because I definitely need it, man. Because
Yeah.
you know, all three of us need it, because we go through things at the job, and we can't talk to nobody else because
Right.
nobody else would understand,
Would
because
understand.
they can't see it from our perspective. But all three of us talking to each other, and we don't just talk about work stuff. We talk about personal stuff as well
Right.
too. It helps
Love
us.
it.
So yeah. So and like when those days come up, we can't wait to, because we're just like, man, I finally got somebody I can talk to. I
Yeah.
finally got somebody I can express myself to. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited about that. I actually want to. There's two things I wanted to do.
Hmm.
I wanted to, start a men's support group,
Hmm.
also a workforce development program within my community and within the Wilmore community, because there are a
Mm.
lot of young men in that community
Right.
uh, that don't have fathers
Right.
and need that, you know,
Right.
need that help
Yes.
and need that correction.
Right.
Um, there was a young man that I was mentoring over the summer,
Mm.
um, and um, he's a great kid, man. He's a great kid, and I can see his potential,
Mm.
and hopefully I can continue to working with him.
Yeah.
Um, so he was playing on a basketball team that I was
Mm.
coaching,
Love
and
it.
yeah, man, and he was a great kid. So I just want men to know that, just you know step out, don't be afraid,
Yeah.
and just tell, like Aaron said, tell somebody that you trust, or just step out there and create your own group,
Yeah.
so you can build that bond with other men, so you can build that trust, and then tell your story,
Right.
and and becoming an advocate of men's mental health, and then you can establish something beyond men's mental health. You can, to all people,
Right.
but we got to start there first, because a lot of men don't know how to navigate or
Yeah.
express themselves, or how to handle mental, and emotional breakdowns and things like that. So
Right.
yeah,
I agree. There can never be enough men's
yeah,
support groups.
yeah.
And there's something significant about men supporting men that those men that are being supported can't necessarily get from any other group or gender
Hmm.
necessarily. It's just something. It's like taking vitamins.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna get other vitamins from all the help you get,
Hmm.
but it's a particular vitamin that you need from just being supported and supporting other men.
Yeah.
And then you have your total being.
Hmm.
Like then you're able to be,
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
fully whole and have the support you need.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So what's next for Aaron Hill?
Yeah. So right now, 5M Soulful Self Care
Hmm.
is up and moving. I'm available for workshops, and I do workshops. I work with different organizations, climate change and environmental justice
Hmm.
organizations, rehab and resource and recovery. I'm working with seniors now, and in
Mm.
senior facilities. I travel around doing it there.
Yeah, you remember telling me about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's next is just the continuation of that, um, doing that workshop experiences. I'm also doing people can bring me in for something I call a 5M piano sound bath, healing you through piano music
Mm.
and through those 5 M's, guiding you, talking to you, chanting, singing with you, moving energy through you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I come out and do those as well as I have my own experiences. Um, I do something called ecstatic dance now, which like
Okay.
who'd have thunk it that I'd be dancing? Like it's wild. I always thought I had two left feet, but ecstatic dance
Mm-hmm.
is a no judgment zone, free
Mm-hmm.
flow, no shoes on, no talking, no holding back, self care type dance party.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm doing that. Um, one big thing I want to tell people about is that the way that you can actually be helped and healed by the
Mm-hmm.
tools that I've created
Mm-hmm.
is to go online uh, to YouTube. You can go to YouTube and type in the number five, the letter M
Mm-hmm.
together. So 5M, Soulful Self Care.
Mm-hmm.
I put a bunch of tools and resources. I put guided meditations up there,
Mm-hmm.
stretching routines, um, mindfulness talks, self talks. There's music there. People can just dive in there
Mm.
and experience all that free on YouTube.
Wow.
5M Soulful Self Care. You can also go to the website 5M selfcare.com, and there's tools and resources there as well
Mm.
as information for booking me to come to your job, to come to your retreat, to come to wherever you are looking for healing.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
and so that's there. What else do I have happening? Oh, to give you, I didn't answer the question about what happened this past weekend. I was at Roberta's house on North Avenue in Baltimore. It's a family center for grief,
Mm.
um, but it's this beautiful place with a theater, like a small, like 50-person, 50-seat theater, and these rooms that are all Zen rooms. They're all by different names: comfort room, compassion room, all these different names. And when you go in, they're tranquil places with
Mm.
water flowing and music and like low lighting. You can dim the light and everything, and you can just go in there to just exhale. And they
Mm-hmm.
also hold sessions in those different rooms.
Yeah.
So I was there with Mayor Brandon Scott and then the whole crew, and um, March March Funeral Home Director
Mm-hmm.
Annette Greer, who she's the one who that's the place that she created, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and we were there for it was called Game Changers Men's Mental Health Conference.
Oh, okay.
It was all like with a Ravens theme,
Yeah.
so it was that everything was related to the sport. And I was one of the presenters there, and I had a room that was therapeutic sounds room.
Mm-hmm.
When you come in, I had my piano in there and the music and the water. You sit down, and I take you through what I call my 5M musical breathing meditation and body scan.
Mm-hmm.
Using the power of your breath, you lower your stress, lower your blood pressure, lower your heart rate, and then you go from head to toe and get out all the stress from your body, head to toe,
Mm.
just using the power of your breath and the focus in your imagination and the music. These are available on YouTube. Again, this is what you're going to encounter when you go to 5M Soulful Self Care on
Oh,
YouTube.
hold up.
You got
Give you a shameless plug on your YouTube page.
5M Soulful Self Care
S-
YouTube
So 5M Soulful
Self Care.
Self Care on YouTube. That's
Yep.
the exact name of the page. All right.
Hmm.
Make sure you subscribe to that page. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah. So I have those tools there. I got and people. You need this right away. I have sleep tools.
Mm.
So I have a sleep meditation. My first meditation I created is called Breathe Deeply. Some people use it for sleep too. So if you're on YouTube, type in Aaron Hill, Breathe Deeply. I tell my story of how I was breathing, but I was breathing shallow
Mm-hmm.
and didn't realize it because of that stressful time in my life. But how from there I take you through the practice. So I just tell you a little bit about my story, but then we go into here's how I did it. Let's go. Let's do it together. And in 10 minutes, like your whole life is changed.
Mm.
Your whole experience has changed. That helps people sleep. And then I have um, a playlist on there that
Yeah.
has other guided meditations where I'm talking you to sleep. Most people can't make it through 5 minutes of my sleep meditation, and I love it. I love it. I love it. It's such an
Mm,
affirmation to me, and so
mm,
yeah. So that's I'm continuing to create those tools
mhm,
for people that are aware of it. I'm on Insight Timer. That's the world's
mhm,
largest meditation and mindfulness and self help environment online
mhm,
for teachers and practitioners. That's also an app. That's Insight Timer. And other than that, I got plenty of piano concerts and
mhm,
shows
mm.
because I'm a full time.
Speaking of piano, we have a piano right
We
here.
show does.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
show
So,
does.
so what we gonna do? We gonna let Ern rock out on the piano. All
Hey,
right, and if he wants to rap too, he can rap too.
hey,
So let's let's get you over there. Let's get you. Can can you swing that over there?
Ken, could we take a quick
Oh
5 minutes?
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. After these messages,
Yep. After
we'll be
these, we'll
right
be
back.
right. Give me a Miss Producer. Give me a word over there. Give me a word so I can see what I can do with it. Come on, give me a word. Home. Home. Okay. Mm, home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. Yeah. You see, I love to stay at home. I don't like to go nowhere. Yeah, yeah. Ow. Yeah, 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 yeah. A house is not a home.
Not a home.
Unless there's someone there.
Someone there who
I
cares.
need you. Don't be laughing at me. This is how we rock out.
Need you like there's no tomorrow.
Got my man Barry White over here. I need you like no tomorrow. Cause when I open that front door, that means I ain't going nowhere else for the rest of the night. So don't ask me
Don't ask me
to go to the store.
at all.
Don't ask me
Go yourself.
to take you somewhere. Don't ask me.
Someone say no.
Cause I'm gonna say no, no, oh, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No means no.
No means no.
No means no.
No means no. Whoa.
You can go yourself.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You can go yourself.
Just pick you up in Uber.
Oh yeah, I'll even pay for it.
I'll even give you a couple dollars.
Just don't ask me to go nowhere. Don't ask me to go nowhere.
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 KNOW. Ooh, HERE. Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere.
Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere.
Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere.
Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere.
Hey, nowhere, nowhere, nowhere.
Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere.
Nowhere. Hey. Yeah.
And if you do ask me, just know that I'm gonna have an IOU for the rest of your life. You're gonna have an IOU to me.
Right.
And truthfully speaking, that might be all right with me because I want to hang around you anyway. Let's just make the rest of our life be together.
Yeah, but
Even if it's toxic. No, I'm just kidding.
let's just do it at home though, because I don't want to go
Right.
nowhere. That's the word of the night.
Right.
I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
See, when you're not toxic, you can laugh about it and be like, yeah, we're going to do things differently. So you can have everything
Have everything
that you need.
Oh, I like that. Okay, Aaron. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, bro, I've been chatting, bro.
I see. Okay. Hey. All right, what's the next word? Miss Producer, what's the next word? School. Okay. Did you study? Did you study? Did you study? Did you study? Did you pass your test? Did you pass your test? Oh. Did you eat your lunch or did you trade it for something else? Cause I know what you do. You ask for that pizza when you don't want that milk. Yeah, cause that's what we used to do. Yeah. School. See, you don't have to worry about uniforms with the school you in now. So you get to be so fly, you know? So tell me this about school. What have you learned so far since it's only been the first week? Thank God, cause I got the house to myself. Come on, what you learned so? What you learned? Are you taking too long? So this is what you've learned. This is what you've learned. I know what time lunch is, cause that's the only thing that matters. I know what time lunch is, cause that's the only thing that matters. I get to gossip with my friends about who the cutie is. That's what you do. You know how I know, because I can hear you through your phone. When you're talking, because it's 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, when you should be in the bed studying for the test. Studying for the test. Yeah. Yeah. My man. All right, so let me hear my man rap real quick.
Yeah.
Let me see your rapping skills real quick.
So we talking about self-care, and there I give you something that you can feel from your toes to your hair.
Yeah.
And anytime you feel alone, I just want to tell you that you're never alone. Like if you were standing on the stage with a microphone, it's just you. But with everybody else with you, got your back too, just sitting there watching you, trying to relax too.
Yeah.
And it's all good. Just be who you could be, but not in the army, because there's enough of that going on. So don't add to the war that's going on. Keep flowing on in the best way. And any time you feel stressed, I want you to take one deep breath.
Yeah.
Breath.
Yeah.
Breath.
Let's go.
Breath. Take a breath.
Take a
breath.
Yeah.
Breath. Yes. So just breathe.
Yeah.
Just breathe.
Breathe with me. Just
breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe with me.
Just breathe. Breathe with me. Just breathe. Breathe with me. Just breathe. Breathe with me. Just breathe. Breathe with me. Just breathe. Just breathe with me. Just breathe. Hey. Breathe with me. Just breathe. Yeah.
Breathe with me.
Hey.
Just breathe. Breathe with me. I want to tell you this too. Talking about coming through.
Okay.
So if you ever feel stressed, or if you ever feel like your life is a mess, not only from the negative things, but I mean the absolute best things that can ever happen to you and you and you and you and you too. Just know that taking a breath will relieve you of your stress and help you to bring it down and not be a mess from the negative or the positive test. Because both of them register in your body as the same. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. But you could change. You could change. You could change anything.
Yeah.
So just make your breaths twice as long as your inhales, and you will effectively make your whole life better. And you can smile and you can do whatever you feel you can do from there. cause it's whatever's clever. So breathe me, so you could just breathe.
Hey,
Breathe. You could just
breathe,
breathe.
breathe,
You could just
breathe,
be your best and breathe. Just
breathe,
be your best and breathe. Just
breathe,
be your best. Just
breathe.
just
Hey,
breathe.
hey, listen. I appreciate this guy right here. You know, true friend. All ever since we were 13 years old,
Yes, sir.
all the way up to now. I appreciate him support me with this podcast. You know, and I had fun tonight. Did you have fun tonight, brother?
Greatest fun ever,
My
bro.
man, my man, my man.
Rocking with my man. Taking it back where it all started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So remember, men, this is a safe space. Pastor Mike Son Podcast is a safe space. I want y'all to remember that, okay? All right, we're going to expand on that. All right, tonight's show is dedicated to my two sons that are going to be part of the show as well too. You'll see them in some further episodes. So I want to dedicate that this episode to them tonight. I want to also dedicate, to my wife. Definitely supported this as well too. She was definitely supportive of this podcast. Supporting men's mental health. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I want y'all to do this right here, right now, as you guys listen. I have a set of principles that I live by, and men, I want you to listen to this carefully because it helped me, and I know what to help you. It's called the SAFE principles, right? The S stands for self-reflection. So it's important that we can self-reflect, so we can, be honest with ourselves and see our flaws and notice our flaws, so we can be able to fix those flaws in self-reflection. All right. So that's what the S stands for. The A stands for accountability. All right. We got to make sure we hold ourselves accountable for our actions, whether it's through our finances, whether it's through raising our families, whether it's our job, or whether it's just being a man, just holding yourself accountable through everything that you go through. Yeah. All right. So that's A. All right. Now let's go to F. F stands for follow through. All right. Follow through in everything that you do. All right. I'm following through with this podcast. I know it's a lot of work, and this is my first time doing this, but I'm going to follow through. I'm going to keep going. I know there's going to be some hard times. There's going to be some times where I may even doubt myself, but I'm going to keep on keeping on, and I'm going to follow through. All right. So men, remember that, follow through. And the last letter is E. E stands for earning your keep. All right. So whatever you go through, and when you follow through and you work hard and you put the necessary time in, then you can earn your keep. You know that you've earned everything that you worked hard for. All right. So those are my safe principles that I live by today, that I've been living by for the last 5 years. And I want to extend that to you. All right. Use those principles, and I guarantee you it'll definitely help you in your path and where you're trying to go in life. All right. So, Aaron, thank you again for being a part of the show. You are our first guest, so this is very, very special because you are our first guest, man.
I'm honored.
So, this is awesome. This is awesome.
I feel absolutely honored, and I want to give a shout out to your baby girl, the great Milan.
Yes, shout out to Milan
tonight too.
Yep, our producer for the night.
And was my personal chauffeur to help me navigate around this building.
Yes, I appreciate my baby girl, and she is getting paid for the night. She's not doing free labor. She's getting paid. So I want to put that out there.
But it was truly an honor to be here. I'm grateful to be a part of this. I'm grateful to support you.
Yeah.
Like, this is the greatest thing ever, man. It's the thing that's needed. I'm here for it, and as your lifetime friend, man, I'm proud of you, and I'm here, and I'm grateful to be a part of this. Yeah, man. Honored.
Yes, sir. Well, I love you, bro.
Love you too,
yes, man. Sir. All right, this is the Pastor Mike Son Podcast Show, And I want to say peace and blessings. Talk to you guys later.